Hi, I'm Jay Peters.
And I'm Rafe.
We're running together as co-chairs for the position of vice president. Just as a little introduction, I'm a junior double majoring in history and accounting, and I'm also the current treasurer of the Hillel Student Board.
And I'm a sophomore majoring in psychology, and I'm currently communications chair of the Mesorah Orthodox Community Board. I'm most known for giving out candy on Shabbat to anyone who wants, and for giving speeches where I call God a hermaphrodite.
We believe that one of the main functions of the vice president is helping out others with any programming that they may want to do within Hillel. This includes members of the student board, the smaller groups of the Jewish Community Council, and anybody who has an idea for something they would like to see happen in Hillel.
Working with all these different groups puts the vice president in the unique position of being one of the key factors when it comes to the unification of the many different facets of Hillel. As vice presidents, we would work tirelessly to make this happen. Some ideas that we have been throwing around include working with the community service chair to work with organizations such as Habitat for Humanity, where we would basically have a alternative spring break, kind of, but like for one day throughout the semester in our own community. Another thing we thought of was maybe a trust building exercises, such as a paintball event, where different communities would work together to take down other people. It's fun. We know that these events are hard to plan on a large scale, but we feel that we have the ability to do that.
Another important aspect of the vice presidency is organizing the entire community for the Jewish holidays, such as like Simchat Torah and Purim. And we plan on working very closely with all the religious communities to make sure that these holidays run very smoothly, and most importantly, that people have fun.
We'd also like to take a moment to address our qualifications. Having been on the Mesorah Board for the last year and a half in the positions of both Rosh Chodesh Chair and Communications Chair, I've participated in organizing and running events for the Mesorah Community. I want to take this ability and use it for the entire Hillel community.
And in my time on Hillel Board as treasurer, I've become acquainted with how Hillel Board runs, and I've also acquired valuable experience dealing with Rutgers University, and I know where to go to get things done.
Hillel's a big place, and over the next couple of years, it's going to get even bigger. Jay and I have an awesome time here at Hillel because of the welcoming environment, and we want to do our part in making sure that future years of students feel the same way. As the great John Lennon said, they say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will live as one.
So vote for us for vice president.
Great, question. Okay. In the job of vice president, what's the balance that you should strike between helping the president with general Hillel responsibilities and your own work, i.e. planning holidays and your work with the JCC?
Sure, I think both of those things are very important parts of the vice presidential job, and we intend on working very closely with the president to help whoever that is, their stuff, and also doing our own events. I don't think one is more important than the other. They're both equally important, and they both will get done.
And since we are co-chairs, we would be able to switch off in positions. Like Jay could one time work with the president, I could work on an event, and we could switch off every now and then depending on our schedules.
Okay. So what's your experience with event planning? And based on that, do you think you'll be able to plan the events of vice president?
Well, my experience with event planning, last year I was the Rosh Chodesh Chair, and from that evolved one of my ideas, the Pasta Bar, which was one of the biggest events that the Mesorah community had, even though we had a relatively small budget for the Rosh Chodesh Chair. Another event that we're going to be having this year, another Rosh Chodesh event, will be the luau, where we're going to be having a barbecue. All of you are welcome to come. So we know what food people want, and sorry, I cannot run. Basically, we know what people want, and we will get that for all of you guys.
All right, with less than 30 seconds left, Jay, how will your position as Hanukkah Ball King help your
I'm honored to be in the King of Hanukkah Ball. I think that can only further my position as vice president.
All right.